Okay. Well, okay, here, yeah. So I know for myself, I don't know, recently I've been feeling kind of lost with like everything that's happening with quarantine, certain places getting like shut down or, more of these restrictions like at the clubs, not as many shows. What are you guys doing, James or Mike or Doug, like, whoever wants to answer, but like what are you doing to like, I guess, keep going, keep motivation and not feel like you're just lost in space right now with everything that's going on?
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, man. This and my question and answer stream on Wednesday are giving me life, man. I look forward to this every week, talking DJ shit. I learned some of those tips for listeners. Like, yeah, they're for the listeners, but they're for James and I too. Cause it's like, even if someone says something we've heard before, it just reinforces that yes, other successful DJs are doing the same things that we are. Or we learned something new, or with my question and answer stream, it gives me a chance. They say if you want to understand a topic, teach it. So when I'm, doing my lesson, their lesson plans is not the right word, but you know what I'm saying? Like my lesson plans for the question and answer
Professor
stream.
Access.
Yeah, right. I looked like one yesterday. I had the like the high school casual Friday polo on.
Love it.
But yeah, just that's been giving me life. Just find ways to do DJ shit with, and you don't need a crowd to DJ. Practice. I mean, Bobby, you got some really clean cuts. I'm sure you've been down in the studio practicing those. Um,
Oh yeah.
I will say that there are moments where you read the wrong stat about Arizona getting shut down or this that, or we're not going to see festivals till 2022. And yeah, it is scary because I feel for my fellow DJs, and I don't want it to be like this. I don't want this industry to die out. Am I have to go back to working two jobs? So just managing that fear and drowning yourself in your work and the relationships with the people around you. Because one thing about quarantine before all this, I didn't have time to really talk to friends, have conversations on the phone, this and that. And now I've had time to do that. So just making use of the time and keeping yourself distracted, and keeping yourself distracted with the right things, positive things. James?
Yeah, I'll just touch on it real quick. I just think taking it 1 week at a time right now is what I'm doing because you never know what's going to happen next. Nobody really has the answers. All the information out is misleading or incorrect or so it's a tough thing right now for the industry, entertainment industry, sports too, and we're not exactly priority to get re-going again. So we are Columbus and Cleveland though are one of the few spots open right now. So if anything, we should appreciate the fact that we have work and to some extent. Obviously do our part to keep our places as safe as possible. Everyone's got to have their opinions on whether we should be having our gigs right now or not, but you just can't really get involved with that, man. You just have to, be thankful that you're working, be safe, do your part, and like you said, have a balance of keeping your mind healthy, staying positive through all this. Whether it's playing Call of Duty, watching podcasts, getting studio practice in, hitting the pool. I don't know, but I do a little bit of all that. Exercising is really de-stressing for me, especially because I'll wake up and I'll check my phone and I see all this negativity, on Twitter or something like that, and then I'm like, what, boom, turn that thing off. I'm gonna go exercise. I'm gonna go do this. And then I think it's important too that you do stay in contact with your industry connects that got you to where you were at through emails and stuff. So everyone's stressed out, but everyone would like to kind of feel like they're still connected, and that's why this podcast has been great because I'm learning and I'm making all these new friends, and I think that we are really bringing the entire DJ community together. We're all at competing spots, and I feel like if this quarantine has done one thing, it's going to, in this podcast, it's my hopes that Mike and I are bringing the DJ community closer together and maybe even some of the DJs that didn't know the other DJs, you know, just kind of making the network bigger. So
I mean, for me, it's definitely been like I've been focusing on streams with Raveheart and friends, just trying to like bring something new to the table every week for people. Like we rebooted Studio 614 pretty early on. Like we're doing like this next 2 weeks are all my buddies from LA. Raveheart and Friends Adventures in Hollywood.
Nice.
So it's like all those guys, like all these people that I've met like through different stuff, just like all right, hey, you want to play a set? Like let's get you set up and like let's get this going. And being able to do all that in like a remote fashion has helped a lot too, because it's just like nobody's got to put themselves at risk. Like it's all super easy. Like I have a system worked out for how to get everybody like up and running without with minimal investment on their part. So it all works out. Like it's finding those things to focus on that let you say like, okay, even though it looks like everything is burning to the ground, we still have there's still things that we can do to hone our craft and keep our name out there and keep bringing new people into the music and the scene, which I think that if we can at least do that, that's a step in the right direction for all of us. Because like once you get into electronic music, like once you get into DJs and all that stuff, the floodgates open, and it's like you find one person, then the next, and the next, and it just kind of snowballs from there until you're like me and you're like completely ignoring the hip hop community and only listening to dance music DJs.
Guys, where can we find you and on the internet, both and in person? Bobby, go ahead.
On the internet, my ad names are pretty much the same on everything at Bobby Booshay 216. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page. Facebook is just Bobby Booshay. You can find me in Cleveland DJing right now at Ivy, Forward, Dante's Inferno, Valentine out in downtown Willoughby. I think that's it for right now. But yeah, that's the majority.
What's your favorite Waterboy scene?
Oh man,
I gotta tell you,
I think just because I saw it recently, and it was whoever did a parody of it to the conversation when they're all sitting there having dinner with his mom for the first time.
Dude, yeah.
And he's just sitting there all awkward and or whatever, and like Vicky Valancourt and his mom are just fighting back and forth.
No, my favorite part's when they invite the coach over to eat, and he's like, "What part do you think I'm about to eat?" And she's like, "Cakes don't really have parts, but if I had to call it anything, I'd say it's his knee."
Mine's got to be the no, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then runs like full on tackle. Like that was fucking great.
I'm
He
sorry.
can do whatever he wants. Or no, the ending scene when his dad shows up. Bobby, it's me, your dad, Roboito.
Bobby, where do you play in Columbus?
The only place right now is at Seesaw, just because they're affiliated with it's under the umbrella of the Forward Hospitality Group.
Got it.
But I mean, I'd love to branch out to other places. It'll happen eventually. If anything, I'll play on DJ Leak's balcony at his apartment complex.
It's a nice balcony. I've been there.
No, it's dope.
How about you?
It's dope.
Raveheart, where can we find you? Oh, sorry, James.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Raveheart Music, and Twitch. Twitch.tv/Raveheart Music. It's all pretty much the same. And in real life. If and when Thump is able to come back, you'll see me on those lineups here soon eventually. And what is wrong with my camera? All right.
At least it's at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least it made it this far without completely crapping out.
Officially out of orbit.
Houston, we lost him.
Yeah.
There it is. As far as 614 releases, we've mentioned him numerous times on the podcast. I was trying to have him on to have him talk about the album, but I assume he missed my call because he was on his bike. But I know it's because I know he hates taking phone calls. But shout out to Governor. He released the Work for Love EP on his birthday, 7/21/20. Check it out. That's what I'm doing right after this. I think one of you guys had said you'd listen.
That was me.
Right? Yeah. Raveheart, what'd you
Yep.
think of it?
Dude, it's good. It's good. It's that classic Governor Tech House. Like, it might work into my set this weekend, probably next weekend. Got to ask him about that. Make sure it's cool that I play his stuff. But it's good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, he did the all original set on Twitch not too long ago, and I checked that out and I liked it. So I assume it's going to be a lot of that. But big shout out to Govan. Happy birthday. Love you, man. And then as far as the wrap up, if you're watching this on YouTube, like the video so more DJs can find this and, take use of these great tips that our DJs are offering. Subscribe to the channel. We do gear reviews. We do podcasts. I just did a tutorial video on how to deal with hosting events during COVID-19. I'm pretty proud of that one. And just all DJ stuff. I read every comment. So if you have a question for Bobby Booshay, Corrupt, Raveheart, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure they get it. And definitely glad you're here. And Corrupt, I think you can take us out, buddy.
Cool, guys. Bobby, Doug, thank you guys. Episode 16. You guys stay safe. Keep grinding. We
You as well, guys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
And happy birthday to Lightman number 2, Rusty Johnson.
Yeah. Thank
you for having us, guys. Incredibly appreciated.
Peace out. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.